All right. Junior Mavs red team wearing white sweaters. They're going to be playing Grand Forks. Third game here in Fargo so far. Boys have been hustling. 2-1 on this road trip at this point. Win this game, move on to the bracket championship game tomorrow. It's good experience. It's kids getting to play at some super nice rinks here in Fargo for sure. So if you weren't tuned in with us on the last game, boys got into a overtime game, and then it moved into a shootout, 5-man shootout, where Will Larson held it down between the bars like a champ for that full game and the shootout as well. Boys ended up taking that one 3-0 in the shootout to win. Pretty exciting last game. So this will be the last game of the day. And a win here sends them to the bracket championship, where there are two teams getting ready to play that are both very good. So it will definitely be a challenging bracket championship game. I'll try not to cough on the mic too much. I don't know it for sure, but I would assume we probably will have Brooks Tracy between the bars here for this game. Both goalies have been doing a really good job this weekend. It was new information to me. I didn't understand the popularity with the trading pin game that was taking place here. It is pretty serious. For those of you who don't know, all these teams bring in specialty pins that the boys are carrying around in bags, and they will wheel and deal in the lobby of the hotel and the lobby of the rinks, trading pins with each other. Pretty cool. Pretty cool to watch. We got Mike Hallberg going to be running the camera here for me today, and Colin Phelps is going to be running the Helios on the camera crew here.
Thank you and now let's play hockey.
Well, I'm glad they made that announcement. If not, Phelps he may get kicked out. Brandon, not Caden. All right, set for the draw here. Junior Mavericks come out fired up. Playing Grand Forks. Looks like Martin's set to take the draw. We're going to have Hickman on his right. Backing him up. We got Roman and Lou, along with Landon Pomfret on the left. Martin gets it back to Roman. Roman gets his eyes up trying to find some help through the center. He finds Hickman. Hickman gains the north to the zone over to Martin. Martin loses an edge down in the corner. Dumps it off to Forge. Forge couldn't get it to Landon. Landon lost an edge as well. Grand Fork up against the far side boards. Lou steps in the neutral zone. They flip it up and get into Omaha territory where Landon turns, throws it to the neutral zone. He's got Forge on it. Forge loses an edge, but he gets it to Metzger. Metzger lost it to Grand Forks. Roman trying to get a stick on it. Shot on goal early. They get back. Left bar. It does go in for Grand Fork. Grand Fork going to strike first early in this game, making it 1-0. Hallberg taking the draw. Ives on his right. Comes out on the far side over to Max Holmes. Ives sends it up against the far side board where Caden comes in and lays a boom on a kid. We take our own players out there in front of the crease. Hallberg gets down to help out. Ives comes in to help out. Hallberg brings it back across the blue line. Does gain this neutral zone there with Will. Will brings it into territory. Hard shot by Ives. Goes right off the front side of the goalie. Moyer trying to hold the line up against the board. They get it around him. Hallberg throws it back, but they catch it in mid-ice. They dump it. Line change for Grand Fork. Puck on the far side board to Caden Phelps. He's running through some traffic. He moves it through one guy. Has another one to miss. Caden going coast to coast. Takes a shot towards goal. Went wide left. Holmes on the far side. Tries to get a stick in there. Hallberg comes up, puts some pressure on him. They skate through. This kid, number 18, looks like he's 17. Great save there by by Tracy. I'm going to need number 18's birth certificate, please. He is 17 years old. There's no way he's not 17. That kid is huge. Birth certificates, please. Will comes out with it, going to bring it into the neutral zone. He does get it out of the Omaha territory. Kind of ping-pongs back a little bit. They are a physical team. You can tell that early on, so we're going to have to be physical back, it looks like. Grand Fork, they dump and change for their line change here. Moyer has it on the backside of our net. He loses an edge, gets sniped there, but Lou was there to help out, but loses the puck. Shot towards goal. Moyer catches it. Looks like he caught it maybe above the pad or. He's skating off on his own right now, trying to get a player in. They do. And that's going to be a tripping call. Clearly it was a tripping call. Holmes goes straight to the sin bin without even questioning it. He knew he had gotten beat there a little bit, used the stick a little too heavy. So we're going on a penalty kill here. 8 minutes, 57 seconds to go in this first period. Score is still 1-0. Looks like Martin set to take the draw here. Comes out to Forge. Forge trying to gain neutral zone with it. Couldn't quite get there. Does a good job getting back, putting a stick on that. Lou sends it into the far side boards. Hallberg fighting up against the boards on that side. They try to center it. We clear it out. Shot coming. Good job there by the boys throwing the body in front of the net, trying to help out Brooksy. Ford's trying to skate it out. He finds help in Martin. Martin brings it over the neutral zone. He gains the Grand Fort. Henry looking to center that puck. He flips it up towards the goalie, and he does glove it. Good job moving that puck. Now we get back to, let's see, 25 seconds left here on this penalty kill. Still got that penalty kill team in here. That line with Martin taking the draw. Martin sends it back to Hickman. Hickman turns, trying to go D to D. Lou was skating towards him, and they couldn't quite connect. They got to get back on defense quick. Shot on goal coming high over the top of the goal. Good job by Roman. Finds Martin over center ice. Martin going to take it wide to the left. Nobody's home. He was a perfect pass to nobody there in front of the goal. Good job by Metzger sending that down deep. Going back full strength here now. Ives gets in on the mix, gets it over to Forge. Forge turns, fires just high down into far side boards. Grand Fort going to bring it out. Roman going to get a stick on that. Lou's going to pick their pockets and go back the other way with it, keeping his body between the defender. Loses an edge. Hickman picks up the puck on the far side. Little punch turn, throws it around the backside, looking for some help, but he couldn't get there. Grand Fort has it, throws it. Lou saves the line on that one, shoots one towards the goal. Gets deflected. Hallberg on the backside, tries to center it on the front for Ives, and it bounced off the front side of the goal. Phelps holding the line on that. Shot on goal coming. Gets broken up, loose puck in the center there. Ives still fighting for it, and Grand Fort comes out with it. Phelps does a good job getting a stick on that, sending it the other direction. It does move into Grand Fort territory. Ives comes in, puts some pressure on him. They use the boards and get around him on that one. Metzger backing up, trying to play defense. They pass to their point guy, number 18, who's number 17 in age. Flips it up, going back to the neutral zone. Ives gets in there, gets a stick on that. Bounces over to Hallberg. Hallberg doesn't see it behind him. He turns, finds it, stick handles his way to Ives, regains his own. Moyer going to get the puck on the far side behind Omaha's goal, looking to get it up to Ives. And they do. They couldn't quite hold on to it. Carroll gets in, puts a stick on it. A little ping pong action back and forth right now. Grand Fort. Shot on goal coming. Brooksy gets over there. Shoulder save. Bounces off to Moyer. Moyer gets it into the neutral zone. The Grand Fort. We're kind of throwing the puck away quite a bit right now. We can skate it out. In the neutral zone, it gets back to Grand Fort. Good job there by Roman dumping that out, but it does end up being an icing. So it's coming back the other way to get set up for the draw. 5 minutes, 34 seconds here in the first period. Score is 1-0. Martin set to take the draw here. Got Pomfret, Metzger all on his right of the camera angle. And they send it into the neutral zone. Max turning the jet zone, trying to get there. Couldn't quite get his stick on it right before the Grand Fort does. Roman takes a hit right below the camera here. Metzger tried to turn it. Martin comes in, puts a body on a kid and pinches up against the boards. Metzger on the backside. I'm sorry, that's Pomfret. Pomfret gets it over to Martin. Grand Fort tries to center it. They run into Metzger. Lou's trying to skate it out. Loses an edge, takes a hard fall, but couldn't quite get that puck out of his zone. They center it. Brooksy's there. He drops, traps, and smothers it. Great job by Brooks Tracy moving left to right. Hallberg sends it out. Hickman. Caden takes one off the leg. Deflects it over to Hallberg. They're trying to get out of that Omaha zone. Just can't do it right now. Hallberg comes in with some speed. He is going to get into the neutral zone. He's moving through traffic, dumps it off over to Forge. Forge back over to Hallberg. They couldn't quite hang on to it. We definitely got to spread out and pass a little bit more. These boys are quick on their feet, and they're coming in very aggressively. Shot on goal coming. Hits the right goalpost and bounce back in. That makes it 2. 2 for Grand Fork. 0 for the Mavericks currently. Still a lot of hockey to play. Boys got to keep their head up here and push through. Hallberg set the top, take the draw in between Hickman and Will Ives. Backing him up is Roman and Metzger. Forge has it up underneath his feet. Couldn't hang on to it. Grand Fork tries to pass through the center and they dump it. Down on the near side of the boards, they dump it on the back side of their goal, where Ives is going to be the first one to it on the far side. Bounces off of Ives, sticks back over to Hickman. Hickman sends it down to Ives. Ives got a shot here to center it, and he dug. Hickman couldn't quite hold it on the tape. There's a tripping. Forge lost an edge as he was coming up, and the stick got underneath and tripped. Back on the power play. So we're going to have Martin, Moyer, Phelps, and I believe that's Max Holmes set for the draw here. Martin back to Moyer. Moyer's going to be backhanded up the boards, trying to get it back up to Martin. They center it in front of the net, right there where Holmes is going to get to the puck. Gets the stick on it. Good job by Phelps. Gains the neutral zone with it. He's got an opportunity here if he can keep his feet under him. He gets down to the near side boards, pushes it back behind him where Martin's going to come in and put some pressure on him. Still on the penalty kill. Another 30 seconds here. Holmes couldn't quite hold the line. Dumps it off. And that's going to be an offsides where Martin had lost an edge on the far side boards. Two minutes, 59 seconds here in the first period. You got Forge Hickman still in the box for 24 more seconds. 2-0 is your score. Going to drop it here at center ice with Martin taking the draw. Martin slings it out over to the right where nobody was home. Good job there by Roman. Good stick. He picks his pockets, brings it into their territory, takes it wide, dumps it off towards the goal there, but the goalie ends up trapping it. So we're going to regroup, drop it, do it again. 9 seconds left in the penalty kill. Martin set to take the draw. You got Roman over here on his right. Holmes on his left. Comes out to Roman. Roman backhands it on the back side of the boards. Martin sends it over to Holmes. Holmes up to Metzger. Metzger tries to take a shot, swing and a miss, regains the puck, dumps it off. Forge back on ice. So we're back full strength for Omaha. Roman going to go down hard into the corner back behind our net, throw the brakes on, send it back up, but we're just kind of throwing the puck away. We're not really doing a really good job of passing to each other. Forge working hard to try to regain the puck for Omaha. North 8, Grand Fork sends it over neutral zone where Forge is going to get it. Forge tries to hit his point guy, but dumps it off to Grand Fork. They turn around and sling it to Forge. Forge tries to gain the blue line there, but Holmes is already offsides. Line change taking place here. Got Hallberg on the draw in between Hickman and Carroll. You got Moyer and Roman backing up. Or Phelps, excuse me, Roman just got off the last line. Puck comes out over Carroll. Carroll brings it into Grand Fork area. They bring it back through the neutral zone. They make a pass there, and Moyer got a stick in there. Shot on goal coming. That was a tough one there. Tracy was down, ready to block. It just hit his stick and bounced up to the top bar and back down. So just kind of a weird angle, I guess, on the stick where it deflected up. Draw comes back to Roman. Roman tries to throw it into neutral zone. Lou tries to throw it into neutral zone and dumps it, and it was tipped, so no icing call. Grand Fork sends it up to the neutral zone. Mavs loses a stick. They throw it back up, but they were able to hold the line. Shot on goal coming, went high left. Score is 3-0 right now. 1 minute left in the first period. Mavs dumps it off thinking that Metzger was still there. He had moved on, but we regained it over to Martin. Martin tries to skate it out into the neutral territory. He does, but they send it back the other way. Grand Fork is really good so far at attacking the puck, making our kids make decisions pretty quickly. So Roman turns using his body, loses the puck on the way back. Offside's going to be called on Grand Fork. Sorry to cough on all in the mic, but 31 seconds left here in the first period. Hickman set to take the draw. Puck comes out to Moyer. Moyer sends it. He's trying to find Hallberg. He got broken up there by Grand Fork. Grand Fork down deep in the Omaha's territory, fighting up against the boards. Phelps, he comes in heavy. Puck comes out to Hickman. Hickman takes it wide. Shot, long shot from downtown. Bounces off the goalie's pillows and really got dumped. That was bad. Holmes takes, I believe that was Holmes, he takes a hard hit from behind, gets dumped into the boards there right before the buzzer.
Tournament sponsored by Facebook International Hager Hockey Air Contest. Hager Hockey established in Minnesota has been revolutionizing the game by offering high-quality single-use carbon fiber sticks for kids to adults. Sticks start at just $60. Stop by our booth at the Cornerstone Bank Arena or purchase online at hagerhockey.com.
Hickman set to take, tricked me. Hickman's going to be on the left side. Martin's going to take the draw. Max Holmes over on the right. You're going to have Phelpsy along with Moyer backing him up on defense here, starting the second period. Draw comes back to Grand Fork. They try to move it into Omaha territory, but they were offsides. Little journey in the background, keep you entertained in between drops. Comes out to Hickman. Hickman's going to bring it across the red line. Trying to escape through some traffic. There are 4 people on him over there. He dumps it off back. Nobody was there. Phelps gets in and gets a stick on it. Got to get back on defense here. Moyer moving his feet. They center it. Had a guy there. Couldn't hold on to it. And the boys get all surrounded on that. Great job there. Martin catches that one off the glove and it deflects up. Goalie change here. Will Larson in the game here in the second period. Glove saves on that. Hallberg set to take the drop. Ives, Pomfret, Metzger, sorry. Pomfret on the right. Puck comes back to Metzger. Metzger tries to clear it out of his zone, dumps it off to Grand Fork. Grand Fork uses the boards on the far side corner, dumps it around where Lou's going to get there. Fights up against the board, trying to gain control of the puck, uses his body there to pinch. Squirts back out to Ives. Ives throws it around the boards. Ives is a big kid, but seeing him next to number 18 looks like a man amongst boys. That's a very big kid. Shot on goal coming. Larson gets down, traps. Pomfret comes in to let Larson know he appreciates the save. Same motley crew out on the ice for this draw. Hallberg gets it. Gets the call and the draw goes back. Good job by Ives coming in, getting a stick on that shot from their defenseman. Martin takes it, gets it to Pomfret. Pomfret turns around, slings it up, looking for Hallberg. They couldn't quite connect. Puck loose there. Metzger fighting hard for it. Comes out to Pomfret. Pomfret over to Ives. Ives trying to make one miss, couldn't quite do it. Shot on goal coming wide left. Roman chasing it down, uses his body to pinch up against the boards. Puck comes out on near side where Lou's going to come in. Gets bodied a little bit. They center it. Wills down the trap, saves. Line change, full line change coming. Looks like Martin's going to be set for the draw. You're going to have Carroll on his right from the camera angle. Phelpsy backing up. You got Forge and Moyer out on the ice to help as well. Puck comes in to Phelps. Phelps gets it over to Forge. Forge moves it up the ice, trying to connect with Carroll. Couldn't quite get his stick on it. Moyer comes in, slings it through the neutral zone. Phelpsy gains his own. He's got Hickman on his left. Gets pockets picked right about the time he was trying to pass that, and he's going back the other way. Puck comes out to Moyer. Moyer slings it over to Carroll. Carroll's up against the boards, bodies a kid, and takes the puck. Comes out to Moyer. Moyer trying to move it, sends it back to Phelps. Finds some open ice. Phelps going to dump it off the wall, looking to get it to Hickman. They connect. Hickman throws it down behind the net. Nobody's chasing right now but Norfolk. Moyer gets it on the far side boards. He dumps it down in the corner where Roman's going to be fighting for it. Comes up to Carroll. Carroll's pinned up against the boards. Comes out to Grand Fork. Grand Fork couldn't quite hold it on the tape there. He had to stop and regroup. Now they throw one towards the net, and Will is there, set, and traps. Three nothing still your score here. Second period, you got 8 minutes and 52 seconds left in this period. Looks like Hallberg set to take the draw here. Ives back out on the ice with Holmes, Metzger, and Roman. Puck comes out, and Roman's going to backhand it up to Holmes. Holmes going to backhand it to Ives. Ives makes one miss. He's got an opportunity here, breakaway. He sets up for a man missile, and that's what Thor does right there. Great job by number 7, Will Thor Ives.
You cannot get excited.
Yeah. Great job there by Thor, making one miss, skating that down and burying it, giving the Mavericks a little bit of life here. Hallberg takes the draw, bounces off to Grand Fork. He still fights for it, uses his skate to bounce it over to Holmes. Holmes uses the back hand to get it over to Ives. Ives with an opportunity trying to center it, but there was nobody there. Grand Fork coming the other way, but Hallberg gets in, almost keeps that into the zone, but they move it through neutral territory. Good job by Max Holmes. Gets wrapped up, and they sling Holmes down by the neck. Hallberg on a breakaway. They're going to send it around on the near side boards here. Metzger's going to be getting back on defense. Holmes runs into traffic, but Thor's there to pick it up. Will centers it. Hallberg shot off the top bar. Great idea, though. Will centers it again. It deflects off of a Grand Forks player where Metzger gets it, throws it down for a shot on goal. They're coming back the other way, and they dump it for a line change. Holmes is going to get to it on near side boards, trying to move it through some traffic. He's got 3 guys with him. He looks for Thor, finds him. Coming back, Metzger trying to get a stick on that. Couldn't. We got a 2-on-1 shot. Thank goodness he shot it 10 miles to the right, where Roman's on the backside fighting up against Goliath. That's what we're going to call this kid. Goliath throws one all the way across. Deflects up in the air. Will is there. He'd already dropped down to save 5-hole and caught it. Mavs come to life a little bit here after Will throws that missile to the back of the net. We just got to keep that momentum going. Martin takes the drop. It comes on the backside to Moyer. Moyer's going to bring it on the backside of the net. He's up against Goliath. They send it over to Hickman. Hickman couldn't quite hang on to it, but Martin comes in, gets a stick on it, doing a good job of being aggressive, comes out to Hickman. Hickman's going to move it into the Grand Fork zone. Backhands towards the goal, but got caught up in the skates. Puck gets dumped all the way back down in Omaha territory. No icing. Yes, they are going to call icing, so wasn't sure if that had bounced off of one of the guys or not. Out on the ice, looks like Pomfret, Phelps, Hickman. Martin takes the draw. The forwards hits one. It gets deflected up. Loose puck in front. Martin takes a shot down on the ice. I think his head hit the ice a little bit there. Phelps could not hold the line there. Gets it back over to Moyer. Moyer back to Phelps. Phelps going to dump it. Hickman throws it back. Nobody was home on the defender's side. He comes in from a back check, gets a stick on that. Grand Fork's going to dump. It's on the back side of the net there. Moyer's going to be the first one to it. He gets it over to Holmes. Holmes sends it up to the blue line. Their defender shot coming. Will gets there, puts a glove on that, and sends it over into the far side boards. Good job by Holmes catching that pass, moving it through the center. We were off. I thought Forge might have been offside. Yeah, that looks to be the case. Offsides there on Omaha. Hallberg taking the draw in between Ives. Holmes. Roman gets back, gets a stick on there, puts some pressure. He turns, gets a skate in the way, comes out to Ives. Ives moves it through the center over to Holmes. Holmes has got Hallberg on his right. Stick gets. As Holmes was getting ready to gain the zone, the puck gets deflected away from him, and we got drawn off sides there. So we're going to reset, same crew, and drop again. Hallberg going to take the draw here in between Hickman and Will. It comes out. Hallberg gets his own Puck drop, moves it through one, loses his skate. He's trying to hold his edge, couldn't quite do it. Gets turned. Grand Fork comes back the other way. We are very close to being offsides, but Hickman moves it through some traffic. We got nobody back here. Roman skating hard up against Goliath, and thank God he was offsides. That's not Goliath, that's his little brother. Martin taking the draw in between Hickman and Carroll. Metzger and Roman backing him up. Comes out to Hickman. Hickman trying to get it through center ice. Where Metzger dumps it back up center ice to Hickman. Hickman's got one to miss. He gets in around in for a half second and she throws it on the backside of the net. Grand Fork moving it back to the center ice. Where Hickman's going to get it. Dumps it off, trying to dump it off and gets intercepted and bounces over to Martin. Martin trying to find a way to center it, but couldn't quite get there. Good job by Lou getting a stick in there, trying to regain the zone. We're offsides right now, but now we're back on sides. A lot of ping pong action back and forth up against the boards. We've got a line change taking place right in the middle of it. Louis gets pushed down and throws it down deep into the zone. Hallberg comes up, puts some pressure on him. They skate around, and Metzger coming back. They dump it. Oh, good job there by Will, being ready. Roman lost an edge as he was trying to push that one back away from Omaha territory, but unfortunately went right into the stick of Grand Fork player. Took a hard shot, but Will was there and ready. Hallberg getting ready to take the draw here. Loose puck right underneath their feet. Pomfret in to try to help out. Brandon moves it around one guy, gets it to Will. Will's got one to make miss. He's on another opportunity here. Takes it, shoots it a little high right on the backside. Pomfret gets it back to him. Hallberg comes in, gets a stick on that as they send it up. And Phelps just levels the kid. And that's what it's like when they don't call a check. Loose puck in front of the net. Will stops that one, and good job there sending it down into the boards. Pomfret fighting hard for it, comes out with it up top, but loses it in the neutral zone over the Grand Fork. They're going to take a hard shot all the way down. Going to wrap around on the backside boards with Moyer. Moyer's going to try to backhand it, but he gets taken away. Shot on goal coming, went right in front of the net. Another shot coming. Hallberg sends it back on the backside of the boards. Phelps takes a hard shot right off the elbow, it looked like, from their defenseman. Ives fighting for the puck on the backside. He's going to come out with it. He's going to skate. He's got a little open ice. Looking to find his lead guy there in Pomfret. It bounces off the skates over to Hallberg. Grand Fork comes back away with it. It moves into Omaha territory. Phelps fighting up against the boards with it. Throws it back in neutral zone. It is offsides on Grand Fork. Forwards taking the draw in between Holmes and Martin. Comes out to Martin. Martin, these kids are right on top of us every time we get the puck. They're aggressive and they're quick. So we got to be able to spread out and pass this puck. Right now we got everybody on the same side of the ice fighting for the puck. We dump it off and it hits one of their players, bounces right back, and we're offsides. Hickman getting ready to take the draw. Holmes and Martin in between. He gets on the backside to Lou. Lou finds Hickman up front. Hickman makes one miss. He's got an opportunity, backhands, but goalie ends up sitting on that one and trapping it. 1 minute, 36 seconds to go here in the second period. It was 3-1. Junior Mavs are down. Hickman on the drop. Still fighting for it. Comes out on the far side boards where he gets dumped down. Lou's in a foot race, trying to get there, puts his body in the way. Try to slow the guy down a little bit. Grand Fork has it back behind Omaha's goal. Grand Fork stops, throws it back to the front where Metzger's going to steal it. He's got one to miss, but he couldn't. They get a stick on it. Regain our zone there. Roman couldn't quite hold on to it. Shot on goal. Will gets down, deflects it. Shot back for the rebound. Will was there and got a knob on it, looks like. Good job. Roman did a great job. Or was that was Martin pinned him up against the boards. Allowed a junior Mavs player to get to it. Hard shot coming from their defenseman. Hickman gets a leg in the way. Helps deflect that. And they dump it off to Holmes. Holmes trying to take it out into the neutral zone. Couldn't quite do it. Gets it to Hickman. Hickman over to Martin. They got 3-on-2. Backhand to Holmes. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Take the tape there. He loses an edge in the meantime. Hickman comes down. They dump it all the way around the boards. Had a little bit of a line change for the Mavericks in the middle of that. Hallberg back out on the ice. Good job there by Metzger getting a stick on that. Carroll back out on the ice along with Ives. Puck comes out to Carroll. Carroll's going to skate it over the blue line. He had it underneath Will. Will didn't quite see it there. And that's the end of the second period. Three to 1 is the score currently. Looks like they're trying to fix the shots on goal here. Grand Fork, 20 shots on goal so far. Omaha, 10. Going into the third period.
Visit one of our locations or learn more at baldwinsupply.com. Baldwin Supply for being a key part of our community. A special thank you to our tournament sponsor, FM Athletic Commission. The Fargo Moore Athletic Commission, powered by the Fargo Moore and CBD, welcomes all participants to this year's tournament. Check out fargomore.org for great information on attractions, activities, and restaurants. A big shout out to Bob Person and Hockey Green Pin supporting Fargo Youth Hockey and the Sport International Hockey Tournament as our official pin and medal.
Just giving a few announcements, some shout outs to the sponsors of the tournaments right now. During this timeout, we got to come back out fired up. We seem to be grouping up quite a bit. We can find a way to spread out and get some good passes. We can get around some of these skaters that are pretty quick. I think that was one of Fargo's players. They loaned them for this game. That kid's got to be 6 foot tall right now. All right. Ford set to take the draw here. Carroll on his right. Hallberg on the left. It comes out to Moyer. Moyer slaps it back to the center where Ford has got it. He's trying to stick him up through some traffic. He gets it into the Grand Fork territory. Hallberg comes down and pinches on the backside. He gets the puck, sends it up the boards there. Well, Hickman's going to get in on it. Starts going the other way. That's ridiculous. You guys at home can't see how big this kid is, but he took about 5.5 strides from center ice to that goal and buried it. So 5, maybe 6 strides from center ice to the goal. That takes it to 4-1. Mavs are down. Martin sends it back to Metzger. Metzger over to Holmes. Holmes trying to gain the blue line. Gets stolen, going back the other way. We get burned on defense for the... Couldn't quite get there. Shot on goal, went wide across the left front of the goal. Martin got one to make miss. They're tangled up, tries to get over to Ives. Ives couldn't quite hang on to it. It gets over to Metzger. Metzger over to Roman. Roman's got a shot opportunity here, takes it, and it's caught by the glove of the Grand Fork goalie.
Let's go, Blue. Keep it up.
Martin set to take the draw. Roman on the right. Comes out Roman's way. They get pinched. Roman holds the blue line, dumps it back down. Grand Fork's going to get it, though. Holmes going to come in to put some pressure on him. They send it back up to Roman. Roman sends it back down to Grand Fork. Bounces around the backside of Grand Fork's net, where Ives is going to be on there to get some pressure on it. They gain the neutral zone. Roman there gets a stick in. Causes them to throw it around the backside of the net over to Ives. Sends it back up top to Ives. Ives got a point guy here, and Pomfret tries to get it to him on tape to tape. They connect, but couldn't hold on to it. Grand Fork dumps it off. Metzger throws the brakes on, trying to get that puck out from under his feet. Puck batted around a little bit. Hallberg makes one miss. If he can get by this one guy here, he does. He goes wide with it. Comes through the front side of the net, gets back checked, and wasn't able to get a shot off. Grand Fork just, they're moving it quickly around their guys with passing right now. They turn and fire towards the goal. It deflects off the Metzger's skates. Loose puck in front of the net. They dump it off for a one-timer, and he throws it up top shelf. Puts that one in, making it 5-1. You can feel the energy for the Mavericks just kind of get sucked out on that one. Got to find a way to battle back here. Puck comes out, Grand Fork's way. Shot on goal coming. Will takes that one right underneath the chin. And I think he got, yeah, I thought he got stuck in his mask for a second there, but he had it in his glove. 9 minutes left here in the third period. 5-1 your score. Hallberg on the drop. Goes out to Grand Forks. Phelps, he's got it on the backside of the net. Turns, slings it to Hallberg. Hallberg moves it through some traffic, runs into it, and deflects. Fired shot by Grand Fork. Missed. Turn, fired, centered, shot again. Deflected. Another shot on goal. Deflected. Pomfret trying to make one miss. Fighting hard. Did all he could there as he fell down. Trying to stay in the play. Puck comes out the other way. Got to get back on it. Hickman comes in, reaching a little bit, gets the stick in there. Hard shot towards goal. Will gets down and blocks it. They center it over to Pomfret. Pomfret's going to skate out with it. He got some time, a little space. He backhands looking for his point guy there and dumps it right over to Grand Fork. Grand Fork 3-on-2. They couldn't quite connect on that pass. It deflects over to Moyer. Moyer pinned up against the board, sends it out of his own, and that's going to be an offside on Grand Fork. Line change. Ives, Carroll, Martin. Martin takes the draw, gets it to Ives. Ives trying to get it back to Carroll. Carroll trying to get it back to Ives. Still in the neutral zone, goes back to Martin. A lot of slapping back and forth here up against the boards. Gets the offsides. Martin taking the draw. You got Ives on the right, Carroll on the left, comes out on the backside to Metzger. They attack immediately. Metzger moving into the zone, gets tangled up. Literally, the kid's stick was wrapped around him and pulls him down. No call or anything there. Dumps out the bottom side to Ives chasing. They backhand it up top to Goliath. Goliath's going to come through. Moves around Roman, moves around Carroll, moves around Lou. He centers it last minute, looking for a wraparound on the backside. Will gets in there, saves it. Good job there by Metzger knocking that out. Gets it over to Carroll. Carroll gets it over to Roman. Roman takes it to the neutral zone. Metzger deflects that one off, but they end up losing it. Back to number 18, 7 foot tall, 320 pound Goliath. He dumps one off to his teammates there, and Will gets down and saves it. Will Larson's had a fantastic weekend here so far. Good save there. Ford Hickman getting ready to take the draw. Moyer, Holmes backing up on the right side there. It comes out over on the far side boards. They turn and fire it on the back side of Omaha's net. Moyer's going to be the first junior Mavs there to put some pressure on him. He throws it away to Ford. It bounces off Ford's sticks. Escapes through and gets it back to Phelpsy. Phelpsy trying to move it through some traffic. Finally finds Hickman, who gains the neutral zone. Coming over the red line there. He stops, makes one miss. Stops again, tries to fire, gets broken up as he shoots. Takes it to the left there. Holmes comes in, puts a body on someone. Ran for it, moving it back the other way. Phelps comes in, dumps the kid in the boards. No call there, which we'll take. Comes back to Moyer. Moyer passes up, looking for Hickman, goes between his legs, but it bounces back out. Where Phelps is going to try to skate it, gets his pockets picked. They're pushing up against the boards hard, fighting for the puck. We have every one of our players except for Moyer all in on that dog pile. Bounces back out to Moyer. Moyer tries to get it up to Holmes. Deflected. Hard shot from Graham. Wow. Their defenseman takes a one-timer, just straight clapper from the blue line. Throws it right in the back of the net there. Puck deflects off the wall, kind of set up perfectly for that shot, and he buried it. So Omaha is calling a timeout here. 6-1 is your score. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left. They haven't updated the shots on goal here, but definitely some good competition up in this part of the world. Mavs coming back out. Looks like Hallberg's going to be taking the drop. Ives on his left, Martin on his right. Roman, Lou back him up. Puck comes out to Lou. He gets tangled up real quick. Bounces into Omaha territory. They center it. Roman gets a stick on it, deflects back, and right into backside of the goal was open, and they put one in there quick. One of the things that Grand Fork is doing a really good job at is they have the kid in the right place at the right time in their positions. Hickman on the drop. Comes out over to Holmes. Holmes comes in, puts some pressure, throws the kid into the board, steals the puck, swing and a miss. Gets it up to Hickman and Holmes. They're fighting for it up against the boards. Holmes backhands it out to Moyer, but Grand Fork intercepts that. They have it on the backside. They try to center it. Holmes gets it and takes a absolute shot, and they are going to call that. Up against the board, Carroll gets leveled, and he didn't like it, so he just took the kid back down. Good for him. Penalty call was 30 seconds before that whistle blew.
No.
They called it on Phelps. It should have been, he called it 30 seconds before that.
The first one, I think they called Phelps down in the corner.
Okay.
What's that?
I guess so, yeah. Because he called the penalty 30 seconds before. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we got
the ref called Phelps.
Okay.
Going 4 minutes on both of them?
So we got 2 penalties took place.
Oh.
First one was when I think it was Holmes got leveled. They put him in the box for Grand Fork. Now we got one on Phelps as well. So a 1 minute penalty for Grand Fork. And I guess they're trying to get the clock right here. All right, 2 1-minute penalties for each team. We're 4-on-4 hockey here. Get it up to Lou. Lou brings it over center ice. Loses an edge. Gets knocked down. Fighting up against the board. Hallberg trying to get it out. Sends it back up to Martin. Martin back down to Hallberg. Gets tripped up. Roman trying to hold the line there. Sends it back down into Grand Fork territory. Hallberg's put some pressure as they dump it all the way around. Lou's going to get there, hold the line, but it goes deflect out. Pomfret comes in to help. It bounces out to Pomfret. Pomfret trying to hold on to it. Hard shot as he was falling. Was high though. Number 18. He moves it through the zone there pretty effortlessly, but couldn't quite make that shot down the far side. Gets it out to Pomfret. Pomfret's going to get it up to Moyer, or excuse me, Hallberg. They couldn't quite connect. Comes out to Lou. Lou finds Hallberg in the center. Hallberg's going to have to race for it. They're not going to get there. They're going to dump it on the backside. We're back full strength at this point. Hickman's on the ice. They dump it all the way down. We're going to have an icing call if it gets there and nobody touches it. Lou gets there. Trying to move it out of our zone. Gets it over to Pomfret. Pomfret gets it over to Hickman. Hickman takes it, dumps it towards the net. Loose puck on the backside, and they take it, flip it back up top. Ives is there. Ives trying to make one miss, and he does. Centers it to the backside, pass over to Hickman. They couldn't quite go tape the tape on that one. Phelps comes in and dumps it on the backside of Grand Fork's goal. Pinned up against the boards. Ives comes in, throws it back to where Hallberg's going to get it. He's going to try to wrap around and swing and a miss. Grand Fork sends it out of the zone to Moyer. Moyer goes D to D. Phelps stick handles, ends up losing it to Grand Fork. Grand Fork coming down. Phelps is going to come in, gets the stick underneath them. There was no call. They were in the middle of a line change. We just kind of eased our way out of that and ended up not getting out of the Omaha zone. Moyer loses an edge, gets pushed in the back a little bit. They flip it on the backside. Phelps comes in to put a little pressure on. 2 minutes left in this game. It's 7-1. The boys they're gassed. They get it over to Ives. Ives backhands trying to get it to the center to Hallberg. Gets intercepted. Phelps gets a stick on it. Holmes deflects that over to Metzger, who deflects it over to Moyer, who sends it up the boards to Ives. Shot on goal. They were trying to center that and couldn't connect. Hallberg picks that pocket. He's got a breakaway opportunity. Moves left, right, makes the goalie move and couldn't quite connect there. Had an open side on the back side of the net there. Just got a little bit wide left on the shot. Will trying to hold the zone there. Gets deflected off of Roman to a Grand Fork player. Good job by Lou keeping his stick in the way there. They get it over to Carroll. Carroll's going to skate it through neutral zone. Gets absolutely leveled. He holds his hand up. Intentional body check. Levels number 40 Carroll as he comes across the blue line. .36 seconds left here in the game. 7-1 is your score. Puck comes over to Metzger. Metzger trying to take the draw there. You see the size difference. He centers it looking for some help there. Carroll couldn't hold it on the stick. Phelps gets just leveled. At this point, it's just a matter of 14 more seconds of this one. Phelps moving it through the center ice there. Makes one miss, dumps it off to Pomfret. 8 seconds left. Pomfret trying to gain his own, and he does. Still fighting through. They turn, send it back up top. Metzger trying to hold the line, and that's it. Tough beat there by Mavericks. We'll be back for the 11 o'clock game tomorrow. That will take us out of the bracket championship game, but they will have a consolation game at 11 tomorrow. That'll do it.